Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Game 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill on first down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Handoff, it's McKinnon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Tannehill. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. draw play. This is Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill to the right side, and he's got more complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On first down, Mahomes flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Monty Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Second down, they go again with Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A pickup of 24. And that's where and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and inches. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They try the left side with Hill. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side to Reynolds. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. this is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Again, Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. A short one pulled in by Ferkser. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's got Ferkser. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Right there, 54, right there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing again is Tannehill. Stiff-armed him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all 0. Showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.